Road Dawg Crypto, let's ride. Yeah. Crypto vibes. Yo. Yo, tune in to Road Dawg Crypto where the charts come alive. Performance chart is dropping knowledge, helping you survive. From double bottoms to bull flags, Bitcoin's wild ride. Educator, trader, investor, got that inside a guide. When risk management, trader cycle on point. Nightly lives at 10:30, lighten up the joint. Crypto analysis with flair, mystical and fun. Blended with comedy, we're just getting begun. Hit that subscribe button, join the dog pack today. Super chat your question, like the stream your way. Become a member for that special access flow. Exclusive alpha music drops, let the good time flow. Smash a like, spread the vibe, make that algo sing. Road Dawg Crypto, where the winners do their damn thing. Little tracks like Bitcoin and Jesus feel the beat. My everything by me, of that crypto retirement suite. Altcoins, crime, meme coins flying on Solana's waves. Rodents go to R, games and Telegram be brave. Chart school playlist teaching you to read the signs. Humor in the hustle, keeping spirits aligned. Keep it real. From government rants to cannabis chats, we keep it real. Entertainment, education, that's the Road Dawg deal. Why wait? Super chat to shout, get your name in like shout out. Member perks unlock the vault, trading through the night. Like fuel to fire, grow the community strong. Degens and cool kids, this is where you belong. Hit that subscribe button, join the dog pack today. Super chat your question, let the stream your way. Become a member for that special access glow. Exclusive alpha music drops, let the good time flow. Smash the like, spread the vibe, make the algo sing. Road Dawg Crypto, yeah, we're crowning kings. Crown 'em.
Ragged soul dancing neath the voodoo moon. Crypto siren whale spinning my tune. High on the rush, a devil's delight. Crashing like a freight train, bleeding the night. Voodoo crypto screaming my name. Wildfire heart, fueling the flame. Draw the line, hold the voodoo tight. Rising from the ashes on the fight. Oh, voodoo crypto. Scream in the
from the bull run glow. Flip the gas station gig to a millionaire show. That collector's ducking when I flash the cash. Fuck you money hitting like a lightning crash. Roll the dice on altcoins, now I'm sitting pretty. Turned a ramen night into a steak city. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. From the grind to overtime, clocking double shifts, to popping champagne, sipping on the lips. Landlord's eviction, no tour with the shreds. Now I'm buying the building, sleeping in my bed. Crypto moon, I'm the king of the spree. Celebrating wins, yeah, the world's with me. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. Horns blare, the party's in play. Jazzy vibes here, watch the data sway. Drum roll loud, I'm the boss of the beat. Fuck you money flows where the broke ones eat. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. Yeah. 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 Time to flex. I'm at the chops, playing my golden play. Market maker snipe, stop me out today. Sweating bullets, but I'm back with a grin. More files won't hunt me, I'm cashing that win. From the couch to the throne, I'm dodging their tricks. Turn a loss to a laugh, now I'm stacking them bricks. Stop hunt survivor, I'm breaking this scheme. Fuck you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Living a dream.
prepare yourself for the monstrosity of the turkey.
I'm rising above. Stop hunt survivor, showing my love. Set the entry tight, they pulled the rug quick. Lost my shirt, but my swag is still.
Holy crap! Radio's got a lot of stuff. I can roll with it.
The morning's gray, the clocks are full. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Our sponsors are getting kind of rowdy there, aren't they? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg. I am your hostess with the mostest, the turkey with the brownest, golden buttery skin. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. Hey, let's take a look and see what Bitcoin's doing. Hey, we finally, that our second target over here was 880-ish area right there. Which we kind of did a double bump on that little guy. Pulled back to our recent target over here and a little lower, 84. And currently we're going for target number 30, which is not hit yet. Now that's a blue line. That was a measured move, and she may not be quite as accurate as our Fibonacci areas, but it looks like we're trying to slowly encroach on that one as we move up to our bigger target, funner, more funnest. The better target, the more gooder target, right over here at $89,318 is somewhere through there on this particular chart. As hopefully we try to take these highs out that we had before. My goodness, we got a trend line there to say that we got a breakout, a retest of the breakout area, kind of nice little retest fib area. Take some of these guys off the table here that we already got you marked. See if we can unclutter some of this stuff right there. So pretty nice. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. You're kind of... You served your purpose, sir. That channel that we were watching. That's actually how I was watching it play out. I wasn't really watching this trend line over here. And I think in the last stream that we were doing earlier, we were talking about how it, bouncing back here, you know, a sign that you're damn sure in a bear market is when it comes back into these patterns, and then you come down to, you expect when that happens, you come down to the bottom of the pattern. But if we're in a bearish market, like we're like in the bear market, you would often see where those things just fail completely. Every time that you would hope for it to bounce on the bottom of a pattern or something like that, they fail and they just fall through. That's a good sign we're in a bear market. I got to say, even though we've ticked off bear market boxes, at least we didn't see that action happen here. We're looking at a 36-minute time frame. So what I'm seeing is a nice little retest breaking out of this channel, which is bullish AF. We're trying to go parabolic again. Short term, I believe. We got a nice little rounding shape going, looking pretty gosh darn good. If you were to pull a fib, you know, we like to pull our fibs around here. You see how we got a nice 382 retracement right there? Okay, our AB equals CD target for that guy are going to be right over here. We're going to be looking at this guy. They're just following one of probably several ideas that we'll encounter here on this chart tonight. This is a little bit more local. Ooh, did you move that back? I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to put a price tag on it. There we go. So there is quite the possibility that from this we get an AB equals CD push to the upside, a one-to-one move. Another way that you could get this idea is if you want to play with your fibs extension tool, because I just took a shortcut with it, the way I got my fibs set up. You're basically looking to pull this thing down 3 points. Up from swing low to swing high, just to another swing low right there, and you go look for this number one area right there. Now I think I took my fib from all the way from the bottoms. That would be from the impulse move, or maybe I didn't. But that takes you right up to our same general area. It should have been a little bit more accurate than that. My second target right here is going to be 89,500-ish. Now, and that could be happening for us pulling back to a fib area, a one-to-one move. And then also the fact that we broke bullishly out of a bearish channel. This is this little channel that we're looking at right here, which now we will color orange so that we can tell what the hell it looks like. We got a measure move from that, which probably should have played out. It's just a basic measure move from that. Put that at the breakout, and see, that's where we first bumped our head there. So you can kind of see how some of this stuff overlaps. I don't know, I hope that's what you're kind of seeing, whether you're a pattern trader doing measure moves or you're using Fibonacci's going by those levels. If you can see that a lot of time you will see the confluence on that. I like that. I think it just makes the whole idea stronger if I can find several different ways. Coming up with the same data points, I think there's a little something to that. I guess we could just say, well, why don't we just zoom the hell out and pull our fibs from over there? And I'll say, hey, that's probably an even smarter choice if you don't want to get caught up in all the details. But at some point, you might find yourself where you're in unexplored territory on something, and that might help you out with a little jam right there. Overall, from our high to our low, we're at a 618 Fibonacci, a typical area that we get rejected from, which kind of explains why we got rejected here 2 times before, wouldn't you say? I'd say. So it does seem to me that the most likely areas that we would maybe needing to look for this guy, just by fib theory alone, have already been identified. We've already got a purple line right there. We can just put a line right here. I'll make you a solid line. How's that? You're solid, man. So we got 90,000. And we got the 786 at 89.6. And you're like, what makes them so special? Well, those are known pivot points. If we are going to go for a lower high than this guy over here, because he's the villain we need to take out, there's no reason why we can if we can keep on with our earlier trajectory, which can be viewed as going up this way. Unless you're one of those sticklers that just wanted to cap us off over here at $90. We'll look at that later. That's a lot of little targets in between there. That's a lot of little targets for somebody playing on the perpetual futures. Nice little targets to shoot for if you're using some higher leverage there on some of these moves. I think it looks nice that we're going to come out and try to take this guy out over here. Well, let's check our other ideas here. So we got our 886 area idea right there at 90,000, and can we do our? That's not very much, is it? Oh, you're right here, looking at the wrong one. 113 area right here. So there's might be a little play going on here harmonically that suggests that even this guy right here at 90,000, almost almost 91,000 could be in play. Now the idea would be, just based off of certain areas that our Fibonacci's have been working with here, that this is the most likely target that we'll be headed to, 91,000, and that once we get there, and we may fumble around there, we may fumble around there and come up and double top over here or something. There seems to be lots of M patterns in these ideas. They're based off the M patterns, but we come up there, and then we would be for a pullback. Okay, so it's actually a bearish pattern after it completes, but that would be the target for it to happen. So if we're looking for a really stronger pivot point, it'd be right around 91,000. So just an idea to throw out there, something to watch for, but it's a nice. I believe this is called a butterfly pattern, if I'm not mistaken. And this way, it kind of looks like one. It looks like a little cute little butterfly. I got our little eyeballs and a little antenna. And there we go. All right, so otherwise we can go off that wick and then follow against these candle bodies, and we got us a nice little trend line to be following there. Stop losses below that if you can afford it. Otherwise, I would go for the secondary trend line, following right through. Oh, that's not it. That's not a trend line at all. I'll go from our takeoff point right here. That's our order of operations is what I call that, refer to that when we're starting to deviate from trend lines, following the new trend line off of that. Because ideally, we're just looking for the new little channel that we're following in, kind of at the tops of this one, quite possibly at those little target areas. That measure move, you almost hit, but not quite. Is it your fault or is it my fault? Or should we blame anybody at all? Well, your targets are so close together. These are some little local targets, man. We're looking for local targets. We got some bigger targets, man. I'm looking for these guys. Let's go hard, man. Let's take out some of these highs over here. I'm saying let's go hard, Bitcoin. Why do you want to play right now? Let's keep moving. You're above the 9 moving average here, man. Let's zoom out and go to the 4 hour for Bitcoin. That might be enlightening as we see that the Ichimoku cloud is still in camo mode. And I've just now saw that is the same as our disco ball. Let's take the disco ball off. So Ichimoku cloud's in camouflage mode, and I take that as being, hey man, this could be kind of choppy. Don't get too crazy now. There could probably be lots of rejections all through these areas here, and we just come back and we're ranging. But getting a little closer to maybe having something. I don't know. No, you got red all the way over here too? What the hell? All right, so 4 hours is telling us that the fun and games is probably have not concluded, and that I don't know, maybe we could, but we're still looking for that 90,000. Will that be the one? And they come back and it says, it suggests if we put this stuff together, what the charts are speaking about, they getting ready to run their game on us, and they want to try to snipe us out. They want to try to get us all excited over here at about 91,000, then dump us back down in the range and just kind of clean us out that way for a little bit. That's what I'm getting from this. Your mileage may vary, but so far that's what the charts are trying to reveal to me. We got the 200 moving average that we're getting ready to bump our heads with again for this next 4-hour period. 4 more hours of fun of trying to get past 80 or 89.2. I think we'll do it. I think we'll pull it off slowly but surely. I like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. That means if Bitcoin's happy, well, then total 3 and altcoins are probably happier. And we're watching it gain some traction. Oh, excuse me a minute. We are gaining some traction from where last night about this time we were way down here. It was a hope and a prayer that we might see some action about altcoins, and sure enough, we're starting to get it today. Now you can see that we're starting to come up toward the resistance, and well, we got a couple of choices. Either we can break out of this triangle pattern, and here's a reason to maybe put more faith into triangle patterns than trying to identify the little shapes within them so much. One thing I find useful, because I don't agree that this is inverted head and shoulders, but I can see why people would expect that. But you know, that's a big show-'em. But if you just take the bodies to bodies, this is kind of the shape that you get, unless you're looking for the channel idea. We went over that earlier. I always like the channels. Kind of tells me we can get up there, because this is just squeezing in that formation. But anyway, there is some resistance over here at the top. But the thing about the triangles are that the general rule of thumb is about 75% of the way in is when you see your breakout. I don't know if you guys knew that. If you follow Thomas Bukowski, that's where you would learn that information. Check him out at thepatternSide.com. I'm just saying. So, and you kind of have to eyeball it. We don't have a really good tool here to measure sideways, horizontal 75% of any certain area. We don't have a sideways fib, in other words. That would be cool. So eyeballs it, and we're about halfway here. So getting kind of close in that area where we could be looking for a breakout of this, meaning that maybe it is this time that we come up to the resistance. Maybe this time we got just a little bit better chance to break out. Or if not, if we do find ourselves getting rejected there, well, maybe it's going to be a minor rejection before we try it one more time. It looks like the momentum is on our side with these higher highs locally and these higher lows. And that's total 3, representing the majority of our altcoins, including the bigger ones that hold most of the weight. Now, I like to look at that also against the others chart. Not for long periods of time, but briefly, and you might say, wow, that one looks much more impressive. And I would say, yeah, that's exactly what we want to freaking see here, right? Let's zoom out. This was the little fake out, man, and that was scary AF. That's when the majority of all of our little altcoins just died. You guys remember that? December, right before Christmas, 17th, 18th, is like, oh my God, what the... Yeah, probably look back at thumbnails that I've got, and they'll probably look pitiful. That was a nice little sweep out there. It even swept past the fibs a little bit, really making, this is on the daily, so you know the smaller time frames, they look brutal. And then look at us now. They swept everybody out now. Now we're back into the surrounding formation here, which is kind of juicy. So we got to ask ourselves, so far that was the bottom. That was like one of the bottoms of bottoms if you look back on the history of altcoins. But oh my God, it's a big head and shoulder pattern. And yeah, that it definitely is a big ass head and shoulders pattern. That looks wild AF, doesn't it? When you zoom out on all this stuff. Or is it a big gigantic cup and handle? Goodness gracious. It looks like one of those death masks to me. You know, the ones like they were showing with the plague doctors. It looks like a plague doctor mask to me. Is that a good sign or a bad sign, or is that an omen for altcoins? So, in my personal opinion here, if we kind of just zoom out but yet zoom in at the same time, we've got some rounding going up, and I would look for it to at least come back up to about 250 billion. I'd be looking for at least a retest of these areas. It's kind of what our moving averages suggest too. I don't know about getting back into it, but that can at least give us a nice little bump up to areas that we were in October and in June. And when we dumped down in April and thought, oh, the world's ending, well, those prices probably will start looking a little bit better to us now when it comes to some of these altcoins. But the bad news about Total 3, I mean, if we're trying to really look ahead for these altcoins, is that we did get some bearish crosses over here. This is daily. So this could play out over a period of up to 2.5 weeks or something like that. We can have a time span where, you know, we can kind of forecast within about a 14-day period. I would say is pretty decent. So it'd help us at least see the next week. But this kind of suggests that you know, we can be pulling up here, but it's going to be hard to kind of work through this. We got some bearish crosses here over these guys. It's got some work to do. But even though Ichimoku Cloud says about 225 billion could be coming, so it does look short term. We got the right cocktail mix of things to make altcoins get a little bit more interesting. And right now, if I move this trend line out of the way, you'll see that we got a bullish cross of the 9 over the 21. That's the first step. That's the second step to recovery. I'm sorry. Getting above the 9 is step 1, and then the 9 crossing the 21. That is step 2. We're in a step 2 recovery. Recovering our altcoin addiction, or altcoin losses here. If we can make it to step 3, which would be to tackle this 50 moving average, perhaps we can proceed. Maybe we'll get a token. I don't know. All right, sounded good. So, therefore, I present this idea to you, my fellow watchers and viewers. As the altcoins are now proceeding to enrich people. Why the hell ain't we getting in on it? Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, for those of you guys who don't know it, that trade that we took last night on a river, or one that I took, I don't know if anybody else got in on it. Nor do I sit here and recommend that you, hey man, you should do everything that I do because I'm awesome. I don't recommend that at all. You'll see me do stupid sometimes. I just don't deny when I do stupid, and I've done stupid. Trade me, trust me, I've done stupid. But over on our vanity wall, I did post that over there. I woke up this morning and check my account. Where are you? Did we lose it? Yeah. And I just, we just set the stop loss and set the target, and then woke up this morning and then it said, ta-da, it's done. It went, it's done. And so out of the oven came this 11x trade on River. It doesn't tell the entry or exit on this one for some reason. And then it pulled back a little bit, and then it just kept on going. So yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever. This thing would probably be up a whole lot. I don't even want to guess, but that's good. That was cool. 246% on the 11x. I'm good with that. We have not had anything that would give that really to us much lately, unless you just went crazy ass with the leverage. But it's been so choppy, it's been hard. But that was nice. So we got that, and then it just kept on going. So tiny account starting to recover a little bit, as long as Sean stays the hell away from it, right, Sean? Don't blame on me, you know it's you. Oh, hey, we're getting some static here, coming through. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah. See. Thanks. You may hear some false information come across. Anyway, River. Currently, I'm shorting that little dude. Oh man, did it stop me? Oh well, currently I'm not shorting it. It stopped me out. You little yeah, I have my stop loss right over here above this high here, and apparently close enough that it got me. I put it just a little bit into profit, so. That's still a nice short going. You just lost another trend line for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and dip in a little bit here. A small one. And I do expect her to come back up here. She broke the trend line. And that was a stupid thing to do. I'm just going to say that's the worst place to short. That's like you're chasing red candles, Road Dawg. That was not a good example. The responsible thing would have been at 1270, which is exactly the place I'm going to come up here as a retest and throw another $2 in, because all I did was put $2 in it. So, $1.99. See, I went tiny. But I have to go tiny. But that's not too bad. All right, so my second entry will be right up here at the retest, which I do expect. There might even, you might even take it just a wee bit higher over here, closer to $13 in there. But she's lost it for right now. Now, some people will be looking for it to get a little support here. It may be a tiny short, a scalp. Missed most of the move. The funnest part would have been over here, which that one got stopped outed. All right. River 1260. Keep on going down, baby. Come on. What goes up goes down. We just need to figure out where and take a little bit of it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's come over and let's give out some standard thank you diplomas, some STDs. All right. We got Ave says, what's your name? I think we missed the very first one. I tried this question thing and it says, what should tonight's topic be? And I don't know how this works. I'm a boomer. Hey, Ave, how's it going? You're first tonight. Ave Medina. Shout out to you, my man. First trap. First trap. Woohoo! Uh-oh, we're having technical difficulties once more. Excuse me for just a moment. And we are back. Always says if you hit the like button, you might get a Lambo. I was hitting it all day. I've been hitting it all. Yeah. I've been smashing that like. I hope I get a Lambo. That'd be awesome. There's where we put the I put the Nightbot into timeout. See how he likes it. He put up all day into timeout for no reason last night. Bart Biscuit says y'all like garlic bread, and I gotta say, yeah, I do sometimes. Yeah, especially with the. You got some? You sharing? I'm just saying, getting the munchies over here. Hey Ben, how's it going, my man? I'm even long 30x line. I'd probably trade anything for digital asset treasury that's undervalued on paper. So there was news about, I guess, Trump for some of his stockholders. He's going to give out a token to some of his stockholders, and it's going to be done on Kronos through crypto.com. Thought that was some interesting news for that particular coin. I know Haven's a fan of Crow, and I utilize it quite a bit. Trying not to fall into that damn credit card trap. I'm getting ready to pay that thing off. I ain't letting that thing trap me. They now I didn't even have to fill out anything. They, here's a credit card, and I'm like, really? You didn't do a credit check, or I didn't ask you. So here's a credit card, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's for Steak and Crow. Yeah. All right, SpaceX. I'm going to DCA that every day for 10 years. SpaceX. So that's like an IPO, right? I keep hearing about it. I want to be in on some SpaceX too, right? Keeping my eyes open, but I haven't seen it pop up on E-Trade just yet. 20 to 25, true. This message, I hope you retracted it yourself. Let me know if it was the bot. The bot's been kind of freaky lately. Hey, wow, I need to scroll down. Postmodern Oddities, how's it going? Shout out to Crypto Squid. Bitcoin to 90,000. If it don't hold, we will drop. It need to do a lot more. We're having trouble at well, that's odd. I'm just now noticing that back here on, let me get to the Christmas tree candles. This is Friday, January. That was today. You're not open? Why does CME have a different price for Bitcoin right now? Are they closed? Probably for New Year's Day, right? Or are they not opening for New Year's Day, right? Yeah. But it says Friday, January 2nd over here. That's their candle. Why are they higher on Bitcoin price over here? I mean, if that be accurate, if they're actually live trading right now, then if them being higher, that's the futures predicting the future, in my personal opinion. Let's go over here to regular Bitcoin. Like I thought we might see a CME gap or something. Maybe they were not trading today, so we're looking at 90,000. And yeah, I can definitely see your argument there, because it's time for it to come in and take out these highs, man, and it actually needs to just come out and take this one too at 90,005. So hopefully, you know, this bigger ass target we got here at 91, that fib level right here at 91,250, right there, that we can go up and tap that. I got a 360 moving average that's coming in on this. This is a 4-hour time frame, and we're right now testing the 200 for the second time. Looks like we're trying to make our way back up to that. Indicators look like it's getting ready to try. Look at MACD. She looks like she still might have a little gas in the tank. If we can just do a little bit better than what we had over here. But see, like the Ichimoku cloud is also looking, I called it camouflage, just looking splotchy. Well, you got this also at the MACD, which means choppy. I just interpret it as chop. That's usually what you see happen in the market. It's a bunch of crap, kind of. But so we're kind of a range. That's kind of what some rangy trading looks like there on the MACD too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me come back over to the chat. I don't think I got back to the bottom of it. Crypto says looking around 88,000 for you guys. Hope we pull back. I hope we don't. I hope we can actually make something stick this time. It's about time. Here on the 4-hour, right around there is where a majority of the moving averages are still hanging out. The 100. Oh my gosh. Even the... Is that true? Even the 9 moving average is still hanging around at 88,100. It did flip bullish right now. She's living, this is the 4-hour, and she's been a little wishy-washy over here, but she did flip back over, and so that means that these are in nice alignment here. So, hopefully we will respect the 9 moving average and not have to test the other guys if we do come back. But yeah, I can, even the moving averages, I can see confidence with your idea on that. So I don't know what method you use to use it, but I'm just telling you, hey, there's some confidence to that thought. Let's see it with those. So I kind of see it like an idea, kind of like this, trend line wise, and that would let that 9 moving average stay up here, and it would be in the upper 88,000s, about 88.2ish. If we, then we could still respect the trend line and still be okay. But Ichimoku Cloud still giving us those camouflage patterns over here. These will red, green, red, green. Looks like a tank going to tear to our portfolios is what it's trying to do. So I've been seeing a lot of little smaller harmonics going on through here. And we just finished one for bullish when we bounced down here. And of course now we got to figure out, well, where's it going to stop? Because, and I thought we did this on I did this on a different chart. There's another one. So to look for another idea, let's see what if we got one. We just did this, right? The butterfly thing. Because I was looking for this guy here. And I think there is another variation of it that is more right here at the 886. Which is basically where we got our white line right there. So yeah, 90,900 and what was this, 90? Right at 90,000. So, and then this being a bearish pattern that we could be working our way up to, just based on where we bounced on the fibs, that there's probability that most likely this should be the target. But maybe it only comes here with a lower high, but that'd be our higher variation right there. And that's not bad, not a bad play to put his profit for a leveraged spot trade over here. Or I mean a leveraged perp trade. It's not a bad place actually for spot traders to start adding to their bag, since this is on the bottom of our weekly trend line, or our main trend line. If we're going to go up in 2026, this is where we're going to bounce from, and if we're going to go down, well, this is where we fall from. This is on the razor's edge right here, and I think we got more signs here that we're trying to actually pull away from it with all these higher lows, and maybe we should be trying to go back and retouch that weekly 50 moving average. Oh my goodness, we're squawking about Bitcoin. Let's talk about, we're supposed to be looking at altcoins. I forgot. I keep talking about Bitcoin. Silhouette Girl is fire. Silhouette Girl. Oh, you mean in the, we're talking, wow, I'm way back in the chat, aren't I? Way back in the intro. Good ass coffee, says Ave. The car trader says it's getting hot in here. Justin Crypto says Casper is about to sin, baby. Haven says my trade's going off like an Uzi. Full moon, baby. Is it full moon tonight? I didn't know. I hadn't actually been paying attention. Well, we like them full moon pumps. They're awesome. Duality C, how you doing, my man? Smash the like button, subscribe, and share. That does help the channel grow. Growth has been kind of slow since crypto's been in the slumps, right? Not much going on over there. Over here. Manny Vera, what's going on with alts? Loves to tease. They do like to tease, but yeah, it does look like they got a good chance to try to do something here. You can play short term and with the hope of it going a little further. We were just looking at Total 3 and others giving us a hint that they might be working on something there. Postmodern Odyssey is crazy. What a move for January 1st. Yeah, I know. I was really expecting more tomorrow, and I think we've got a good chance to get something tomorrow. As we start going in second and the third here of January. It's that second week I got my eye on. Somewhere around the 13th through the 19th, right through there. I gotta go consult the GAN dates or whatever that I've been watching, but there's a whole lot of very large order blocks at 90,000 to 9,100. You know, I don't even have that pulled up anymore. I did have that Glassnode. I thought that, you know, Tokenmetrics could utilize it. I went over there today and it logged me in, and I can't even recognize the damn sign. I can't tell what the hell this is. It looks like they're trying to get me to buy their coin or something, TM100. I don't know, or whatever. I don't know what the hell this is anymore. It's not even. It wasn't the greatest thing, the easiest thing to use before, but it's definitely a mystery now. What the hell? I got an option to buy them. I'm not trying to. Not trying to be a member of an exchange. Where's our research stuff, man? Back to Glassnode, because, well, let's look at this liquidation heat. Oh, what the hell is that? That's not what I'm used to seeing. Alright, well, that's not what I was trying to. Tells us that a lot of them's at 89.8. 89.8. Well, I was looking for a liquidation heat map now. I guess my window's closed. There we go, liquidation heat map. It's this guy. What's all this hanging out at 87,000 down here? Let's go put this on like the 12 hour, see what we got going on. To view more for free, log in. Well, I see that you're not cooperating with me, and we got a show to do. Maybe we'll come back to you. Are you where I looked before? You are, aren't you? Oh, hell. Can you log me in? Does that help? Are you happy now? Hey, you can get some data on the farm and train your AI bots to make a golem of me or something. Liquidation heat map. I'm not Model 3 myself. We are now logged in for the powers that be, just so we can look at their charts, which says the same damn thing as it over there at the free version. So we got to put it on 12 hour. Are you kidding me? Are you going to be slow? Here we are, 12 hour, a little bit more updated. So yeah, a little bit above us, a little bit below us. 88,000 right in that area. Possible up to 89.5. Does that correspond with what we got? Altcoins, that's what we're trying to look at. Them gosh darn juicy, savory altcoins. 89.5 right up through here. I still want to see that 91,000 area hit. Am I being too greedy? Is that asking for too much? Guys, you got any altcoins you want to take a look at? That's what the chat's for, to put them in there. Let me put up my little marker so I can find them a little bit easier when I come back in. So we're going to start printing money again soon. In my opinion, quantitative easing. That's what they're saying. They're supposed to be doing it for the banks on the low, helping them for, I don't know, balance, however banks work and crap like that. Balancing their accounts, but I don't think we've seen the type that we're looking for. But we can get an effect. Market Monkey, isn't that that one Tradefly showed us today? Blue Collar says, I have a live OB heat map. Is that order blocks or something? It's been a long day. I'm starting to feel it. I have 4 hours of sleep. I feel very tired today, too. Anita Channel says, ladies. Let's take a look at ladies. Is it doing better? Did it take off from that bottom? I hope so. It didn't have any. I didn't see any more immediate bottoms there. That looked like it was a good place. Where were we looking? I thought we were on Bybit or something. KuCoin should be good. Oh, we've been here before. I don't know if this was the one that we were looking at, but it looks like we just came across some ideas. That looks cool. This is 24 minutes. Let's go to 4 hour. Oh, nice. Was this the one we were looking at? I can't remember. It wasn't Coin W. We've looked at a lot of them. Well, I was just trying to find our most recent one. I thought it was like Bybit or somewhere. I don't see Bybit anymore. Here's Coin X. I trade there. Sometimes I pick it. Nope. All right. Well, I guess X doesn't have enough volume for anything. Where did we start out? Was it KuCoin? I bet it was Gate.io. Nope. All right. Let's stick with this one. Well, that's probably, that white line should be a 113 fib area, which is a nice little bottom area. Yeah, that's what it was. We saw that on the other one. It went to the 27, the little fib below it. Yeah, that's what we were looking at last night. I'll just draw it on here. And so it hit our bounce area, and so it's doing what it should do from there. And that's cool. So the question is, can we make it stick? Can we start taking out some of these higher highs, start turning this around? But it looks like it's, to me, I think she's just on a big accumulation, and she'll be kind of ranging through here for a little bit. However, the meme coins are starting to move, so I don't mind looking at memes. That seems to be what's popping right now. So to me, I would be looking for something like this to kind of feel at, kind of follow this curve around through here. But this kind of hints that we could come up and hit some stuff. So now we can try to use him, assuming that this bottom's going to hold for a little bit. Do our typical thing right there, the main targets that we're looking for if you're actually trying to take a little profit. Or make a plan to take a little profit and buy back when it's lower or something like that. These are some of the areas you'd want to look at. Alright, so this is ladies on the 4 hour. We just got rejected at the 200 moving average there, and oh, move that back. Got some nice rollovers of the moving averages here. Starting to get a little bit more bullish. Trying to work our way, climb the ladder is how I describe it. They're trying to climb back and start crossing each other and turning bullish instead of being bearish now. So gains that could be made from this. That's about 17% up to our main target at 1109. We're at 8 zeros and 946 now. This would be 7 zeros and 1109, so gaining some there. 1313, that's 38% gains right over here. And then this with decimals 7 zeros and 1683, that is our that's about 76% increase from where we are now. So that would be nice. That'd be nice. Let's go ahead and throw some labels on those little guys. You can see these bigger moving averages are starting to come down here. So they're starting to, instead of being spread apart, they're starting to, this first we look for the small ones to start coming up and crossing over each other and the curving. And then we look for it to try to slowly start crossing back the other way, you know. Takes a while. But it's the first steps of it, so that's cool. So it's acting like bottom, like major bottom area is what it's acting like to me. Just like bear market, just like the bottom of the bear market is what it acts like. I'm seeing this on a lot of altcoins, and it's very kind of weird, considering that technically we probably just started into our bear market and we're already getting like mid, maybe even sometimes late bear market signals on some of these altcoins. Interesting. Well, I'm curious to see how 2026 turns out for some of these guys. So I think it's going to take a lot more looking at charts for some of these. But I mean, technically, I mean, if we tried to time this out though, it's like talking into the spring, like February and March. When we would be over at this area, but by the time we got over there could have been several spikes, you know. There could have been at least, you know, 1 or 2 spikes that got up to these nice areas, if that makes any sense. Well, we're going to take this, and the 15 people hanging out, I appreciate you for being here. I'll take this and we'll copy it, and this is what ladies USDT, and pull it over into the, we'll post it over here. Well, that's not it. Over in the trade setups area. Make sure I get it right there. Is it lady or ladies? See, my little watermark's not back there. It never starts out with it. Alright, this is what the 4 hour. Alright, let's put swing targets near an accumulation phase. And they're right there, so we kind of documented it. Some warning signs that you might want to look at, because we did bounce off of a 200 moving average, is that you got some other things. It's saying we need to pull back a little bit short term. And so we have begun to pull back. I wouldn't expect it to pull back too much. That's white area, this white trend line area. 9 moving average is right there too. What is that, 88? About right here. Hopefully that area will hold. Maybe just a little bit lower if it needs to, 84, but that 88.7 area should hold. Looks like he's got a good chance of holding, in my personal opinion. But I wouldn't be nervous if it went just a little bit lower. All right, what countries will keep paying for it badly? What are we talking about? Nightbot, did you come out timeout? Bitcoin dipping? Perfect. I need to adjust you, Nightbot. Postmodern Oddity says, I can't see, I haven't got it up here yet. I would love to go back to a few places. Rome is really cool. That would be, I've never been there. That would be cool. I think my wife's been there before though. Anita Cho says, going to reach 500 billion, my lady. Next week. That would be awesome. Ave says, Nightbot keeps trying to fire me. I was doing that to Strega too. That's crazy. We got some AI wars going on. I tried to click on it. Normally it would take me to a page. Will this do it? No. What's that? One time out. I didn't know it did that. That's when I put it. What is all this? I can't remember to do this outside of the stream. Go to channel, pin message. I don't see it. We could remove him as managing moderator. He was supposed to do some other stuff. This was supposed to be part of something that would do something and give me some sirens and notifications when certain things happen in chat, and that turned into a nightmare of trying to code that. I want to see if I can take him off of the managing moderator for a minute, see what happens there. Can I put the link in the chat? For what? Wait, what am I signing off on here? The page opens fine, Law. You don't want to use Nightbot. Anita Cho says you don't want to use Nightbot according to other TA experience. Scardisco says the page opens fine online. Oh, you have access to it? Some of the, I mean, the moderators are supposed to have access to go over. Yeah. Yeah, this is what normally, this is what I was looking for to pull up. And the moderators are supposed to have access to come over here and you know, change some things around they wanted to and stuff. Some of this stuff was when I was trying to program a bot to work with it, but probably just need to start back over from zero, to be honest with you. All this Grok says stuff, it just keeps repeating. It's not supposed to repeat the same thing. It was supposed to be in a Grok conversation. Apparently Grok overstakes more than Grok can deliver, is what I found out during this experience. But I haven't been back since the headache. 14 people hanging out as we watch Bitcoin try to recover 88,800-ish and on her sideways motion, and keep our eye on these gosh darn altcoins. Let's go check them out again. Let's refresh you. We were going to look at Pepe. Did we ever look at Pepe? Pepe's at 51 now. We looked at Pepe, didn't we? I thought I remember typing that in. Binance, does that look good? Yeah, Pepe moving, baby. Pepe moving. Pepe a-trucking right through our freaking targets. Pepe said, hell no, I ain't going to double top here. I'm going to flag to the upside. And I'll be gosh darn it, you little flag gun running son of a. Just these targets did not come in the. Wait a minute, those are resistance targets. Hello. Looks like we're starting to head over to the juicy areas for Pepe, man. So what do we got to zoom out on the 2 hour? Make more. Oh, nice. Look at this. You've been okay. She didn't say it can't get too much further. Okay, 800, 600, 360. 200 way down here. That's a nice run though. She's testing it. I would expect it to pull back at least halfway, and we'll start seeing these guys starting to flip over. They're going to have to play catch up now. So Pepe just got a big freaking zoom. It has got a look at the volume over here. I don't know if you can see it right here. Yeah, Pepe just got hot as F. Kind of makes you wish that you know, maybe. I bet now is probably one of those times you look back when Pepe was down here in this area. Nobody wanted to talk about 365 and under four, especially under 4. That's where it tells us was the juicy. I wish I'd bought more damn Pepe when we were in this area. Fib line. I bet. Yeah. Now does it make sense why we do that? Does it make sense? Because now you feeling it. Should be feeling like, oh man, I should have bought some more Pepe when it was. Oh yeah. If you pulled a fib, the fib told you. I'm just saying. Told you. You'd wish you'd bought it. Now we got some cool things going on. Well, let's take some of this noise off of here because we'll need different targets once it finds its top here for Pepe. But I'd be looking for resistance along the trend line. I think you got a nice one to follow right there. Kind of suggests that maybe this little area right around here a little higher. 550. That might be a nice little psychological area right there. I got 540. A possible another 5% squeeze out of Pepe. Squeeze your Pepe. Did you squeeze your Pepe tonight? We're in a nice kind of well, that's more like an open and broadening matter. And these got like a 60% chance to break out, so that's cool. And it's not necessarily dependent on which side the price comes in on, according to this crap over here. But so that's kind of cool. You got the old neutral megaphone. It's the only way I know how to describe open and broadening patterns. What it is by Thomas Bukowski. So it's like the opposite of your symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangles suck. These don't really suck. These are kind of cool. Gives you lots of room to play in. All right. I need some altcoins. I need to make me a play here. Pepe's already played out. I need one that's going to pop up. I need me a new river. Speaking of river, how's that short going? We're at 1227. Are we still good? No. No. You jumped in too early. I did jump in too early. Now we're getting a rollover on the 200 moving average, and we saw that these are EMAs over here, by the way, not moving averages. I should clarify that. I don't know why I went with EMA. Was EMA not available for some reason as a choice? But there's like a rollover happening here. So we got that. Maybe it'll come down lower. I'm looking for something long though. What you got going on over here? Let's come over and let's refresh this guy. Let's put this guy over here to okay, do we go 1 hour? What's been popping? What's been gaining in the last 1 hour here? Pump, you're starting to move. Has there been good news come out on Pump? I mean, they had that, what is it, somebody got sued or something like that? I don't know, some bad news came out. Did they oversell? Hyperliquid's at 24. Chainlink's at 1287. I'm looking for something, I guess, a little bit more lower market cap. If meme coins are popping up, baby, I want to see me some memers over here. Maybe we need to go to the top 300. Yeah, 1 hour sucks. Let's go 24. Trying to look for a trend, and I want to see what's barely in the red, what's barely in the green here. Ondo, I don't like Ondo. Stacks at 26. Stacks is a slow mover. Raydium looks kind of interesting as one that may be a little bit of a longer play. It's right at $1. Bonk. Let's take a look at Bonk and Floki. How about Bonk, Floki, and Pingu? There we go. Be a little DJ tonight. Take a look and see what they're looking like. Taking a look at Bonk. Meme coins are just I believe they're starting to move here. And after Bitcoin stagnation, they seem to be one of the first ones moves. Surprised that Doge is. We looked at Doge, right? That's right. I did, but it didn't leave a good impression on me. Let's take a look at Bonk. Bonk on Binance sounds good. Yeah, you're moving 2 hours. You were down here at a bunch of zeros and 746. Now you're at 836. You moved up 11%. That's 50% if you were 5x leverage, which is kind of high for meme coins for real. Just saying. Let's zoom out just a little bit and zoom. Yeah, you've been beat the F up, haven't you? You've been beat the F up, Matt. All right, well, we're just... That looks like a sloppy mess right here. All right, let's clear the air. Wow. Well, I think it's probably best to remember and play this wick. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. You're not touching my areas just beautiful like I would like. That worked out good. That worked out perfect. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, so we'll stick with you. Well, right now, our 618, which should have been support, is going to be acting as resistance. I'm not liking that. We're saying, show them, head and show them. I can say that. Maybe is it at an area of support? I can't. Not a clear area by my definition. If it was at the 786 doing that, I would be saying, hey man, we might have something. Right now, I don't think that she's convinced that she's met her bottom just yet. Alright, so I'm not seeing quite the setup for Bonk. I'm still seeing more of an accumulation for Bonk. Well, that's not altcoin action. I mean, this could take a while. We could be getting ready for a butt crack move where it comes up to these areas over here. I might entertain that idea. Swing low to swing high to swing low for a temporary bottom. Well, you line up fairly nice. See if we can get up to this 11 area here. I don't think that's a main play though. There's nothing enticing to say, oh, let's go jump in it now. 15 minute, what you got? Yeah, you've already done your stuff over here. You're already in top area, baby. You're about ready to come back down to that 78, 79. Nope, Bonk's not the one. Let's take up Floki. I'm buying it. Oh, look at you. Nice move out of Floki. That's recently, too. This is the 2 hour chart. Floki got a break it. Floki might be the one. Floki might be the one. We just found a contender. We found a contender. Alright. We got a little something going on here with Floki. She in the big roundy round. I mean, zoom out and say, well, it might be a little something and it might give it up. And that's true, but we did lose a trend line. Let's see if we can, and we were going from the major touches right through here. If we are rounding out, and this doesn't have to be perfect or anything, but there's a compression stage, and then sometimes there's a hiccup where we make like an M pattern. Basically, there's usually a harmonic, however it wants to do it, and then we have an expansion phase, and this is the fun part, because this you kind of level out here, but then you have these nice big roll-ups, and you just keep making higher highs and coming back to a base point. And man, this is when you can really start taking advantage of the bags that you're starting to grow during this period, and rolling things over and having some fun with it, and slowly start making higher lows and higher highs. But this is kind of pointing time-wise, if we're kind of sticking and we're just kind of guesstimating, we're starting looking to February, March, going toward the end of Q1, Q2. While we have an altcoin spring, well, Bitcoin does good for 2026. If we see a turnaround and start recovering from Bitcoin, then of course altcoin's got a chance. And the bigger, better meme coins might be, the safer ones, some of the safer ones to play. Except Roadcoin, I still plan on getting that sucker to graduate. I'm gonna give that one some use case here. Alright, so I've been trying to look for us to get up through there. Let's go down smaller time frame. What we got smaller? You already had your move, and you may be topping out here for a pullback. Alright, you're not the one. You're not the one right now. You were the one back here at the breakout. Shout out to anybody that's been. Yeah, some of you guys have been in this, I know. Especially Floki's Angels. I'm sure they got some Floki. So they're probably happy with this move that we got. Let's take a look at Pingu. Pangalua. Nice. You're not the one either. You were the one. You're like the one like a couple hours ago when you're at 0.008, and now you're up 10%. Spot. Let's go. Let's zoom. Where'd you come from? Okay, I guess we pulled this little guy. Well, since we got this little guy up and he's still there, this value area high is coming in at 10-cent area. And we just left the point of control at 0.00092. Alright, well, that's cool. So we're at the top of the range for you. Oh, I guess we need you guys anymore. Let's zoom out a little bit. Or just, let's take you off. I also see the rounding going on here too, so you're not quite ready yet either, for real. I mean, you got a lot of play that you can do here, don't get me wrong, but you're just not, we did make some higher lows, so I'm going to treat this as bottom, and basically, I see a slower play over there to 12 cents. And it may take a couple of times to get past it. Once we get past it, we look for about 15.5 cents. But you know, we could stay here for a couple of months. All right, so I'm not seeing exactly the play now, but there was one. There is a breakout, and it may come back down through here. But we're just talking about it going up fractions of a penny, which it's not bad. But I mean, take some time, and maybe before we get up there, I'll be looking for, maybe a 10 to 12% move at the most short term. So no, Pingu's not the one that we're looking for to get in on yet. Let me come back to the chat, see what you guys are talking about. Matty Go says Arrow's a short target at 49 and 56 easy money. Postmodern Audi says, I don't like everyone calling for the last dip to 80,000, that's 75K. I'm looking at 80 to 81, the low area that we went at before. I see a possibility of maybe that hitting. And I'm trying that together with some other stuff, and this point's like a couple of weeks away. I don't know. There's been a lot of stuff that didn't jive with some of that stuff too yet. The same way. We could. I don't see much below 80, but you never know. Right now, I think we got a good chance to be recovering, at least up to, like most people. I think about everybody sees trying to go back to 100,000, which makes me wonder if it's going to happen now. But we're trying to bounce off our major trend line, so. I've been watching autos, says Scar Jesco. What is 75.5 from last top? Or 75% from the last top? Oh, email on Bitcoin? That would be somewhere around 40 something. Oh, even worse. That'd be 30,000 if you went 75% down. Now that, I mean, you're talking about the the typical pullbacks and stuff for Bitcoin and stuff like that. It used to be 90%, then 80%, then here we got 75%, 76% on the last one. That's is that where did it come from? 75% from the last one. But Bitcoin didn't have its global adoption then either. I don't think we're going to quite see that. As a matter of fact, I would expect us to not really break our initial trend line through here. because I think we're just still in a bigger up and to the right formation here with the global adoption. This is where we've been waiting for from way back in these days. Back in these, well, I don't even go back as far. The early days of Bitcoin, they would be talking about the day Bitcoin would go global and have global adoption, and all the stuff that we're seeing now, they were all talking about it back in BitcoinTalk.org forum back in the days and stuff. It was fascinating. But it just seemed like a hope and a dream. But it's so adamant that it's going to happen. It was like it was this destiny. There's just no way, because the way Bitcoin's set up. It was the chosen one. Early adopters recognized it. And now the rest of the world does. I don't think we'll see those. I don't personally think we'll see the 75 to 80% drop. As a general rule, I think that you're more likely to see this area around here hold. Maybe 71, but I mean, is that what we're doing? I'm not willing to. I'm not. A lot of people are speculating already about lows and stuff that we're heading to, but until we break this trend line here for good and confirm it, I still got some bullish patterns I'm waiting to play out to the upside. I'm still looking somewhere around 98,000, baby, at least, and maybe higher, because I see some harmonics ticking off down here. I'm ready for this little sucker to bounce off the devil and start coming back up toward the 200 moving average. I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't think that this is over yet. We haven't made a lower low from over here. When we do that, you can't deny. But it's ticked off a bunch of bear market boxes. It has. But we're about to come into one of the most fruitful years in the market in general, and I can't see how Bitcoin would be the oddball out, especially with everybody trying to buy it. All the big money, big governments, big corporations, big everybody else trying to get their hands on it. I think the worst thing that we got to fear about is the bigger guys trying to stifle it from growing too soon, which they're pretty gosh darn good at doing. I mean, for real. And I think our worst scenario would be just to trade sideways within this freaking range for the next 3 or 4 years. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible. That's a pretty decent little range, but you know, you're like, well, what about Bitcoin to 500,000? We may not see that for a while with the big boys in play. They like ranges for some reason. They do. I think they will try to range it as much as they can. Just my thoughts, though. 63 wouldn't be the 50%, I think. Would be 50%. Sounds about right. 50%, that's doable. We really want the 382. That was my big take on it. What we really want is our big ass 382 Fibonacci. From swing low to swing high, which is, by the way, what we got. I'm just saying. That's the one we want. This is this is the mega bullish scenario. That's the one we were hanging around over here, man, 100,000, hoping that little 236 would hold. Remember, being hopeful and trying to make all the arguments and say they can means, you know. But knowing deep in the depths of your hearts, and you normally always see everything come back to at least your 382, right? And then, of course, that leads us over to our nice 382 targets, where if stars align and things go good, and Gann's prophecy, or my Gann forecast comes through, that by summer of 2026, according to some of the Gann stuff that I've been looking at or applying, and I could be totally doing this wrong, so I'm not. It's nothing I'm not ever promoting or anything, but by mid-July we could be around $200,000. That aligns with the square of 9 and everything. And there's also this notable target here at 173. So if you're looking for some of the bullish hopium, listen, if you want to smoke some of the hopium, that's what I'm selling. I'm going to give me some too. Along with some, I need some coffee. I was just saying. Some good coffee.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a gold glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I gotta adjust my little lines over here. I got sloppy on my fib. Don't be sloppy on my fib. Something's wrong with our sound, Sean. Did you turn our sound off? There we go. So, there's some bullish target ideas right there. That can hold too. That can hold true with this respect and then bouncing off of this area right here. So there's a bullish scenario. We were talking about some altcoins. You guys mentioned something, and I was going to take a look at one of them. Let me go back over Arrow. Right? Let's take a look at Arrow real quick. It says an Arrow short. Let's go to, how about MEXC? So you're in an Arrow short? Looks like it might be about over. Yeah, I think your short might be over, my man. This might be a place to be looking for a long. Here on the daily, that's a hell. I don't know where you shorted from. Didn't you say like 50 something cents? That's pretty good. That's nice, right? Because it looks like it's trying to. Well, we'll figure that out in a minute here. Here we're on the daily. And she's got some divergence going on, bullish divergence going on over here. And stochastics, they're kind of up there, but they can stay up there for a minute. You got the nice little buy dot, little green dot here on Market Cipher. On the daily, it's 4 hours, looking kind of, way looking over in the 4 hour. So it's been under the 9 for the longest time until now. So the last few candles here, just trying to work, trying to do something. Got some nice bullish divergence here going on. Right here. And we're what, 4 hour? $886 Fibonacci, that's where we'll be looking for some bottom areas. And if that be true, you line up nice. It does okay. I would like to see if it makes me wonder if it can lined up a little bit better here, but that's what we got. So wonder fibs out here down to the bottom there. Let's go ahead, since we're zooming out, go ahead and give more solid trend line here. It's a nice steep ass falling wedge now. And then you scroll it out and it doesn't look as steep. That's kind of subjective, but Thomas Bukowski talks about how your steep ones, I mean, you don't get as much action from them as you do like the ones that are actually, you know, nice and long and shallow. Like this one. See, it's all subjective, right? I would classify this one as a steeper one. What, 60 cents could be coming back into the picture? So it's got a good chance to be breaking out and taking out some of these guys. There's another trend line over here. I couldn't see a possible long here for Arrow. Is it worth taking a long here? What is that? That's 29% on spot? Really? But she's at resistance right now, so it could be rolling over and then coming back down here to 43 before going back up. So that's what I'd be concerned about. I don't see an entry yet. Unless it breaks out of here, we take a breakout trade or anticipate that it comes back down here for a higher low and then try to catch the higher low. Oh, that looks interesting. I'm still not finding that trade. Like last night we stumbled on River and that was awesome. I want another trade like that. I want to find something that's getting ready to pop off. And I haven't seen anything. Here we are on the 1 hour for Arrow. Now you're talking about shorting though. So here's something that for current like 1 hour. That looks interesting. That looks like you're in short area right now for local. So resistance. Yeah, I would say you mentioned shorting. So you're probably talking about a shorter term then. See, it's all in context. Overall, Arrow looks interesting for a possible long after this is pullback or short for some people. What are you coming down if you come down that far? That's about 5, 6, 7% down, and you got 3 to 5x leverage on this. Well, that turns into about 15% to 30, 40%. All right. And you set a pretty tight stop loss, about 48 cents right there. Goes up a penny and you're out. You can definitely go over here to 40, 50 cents or something like that if you want. Yeah, no, I can see a short term there. Let's see, if you did that, would it be worth it? You got what's your ratio? 1.5. And so that's not with that stop loss. But if you did go a really tight stop loss, then you can get your 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. You just even a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio right there possible. That might be. Now I don't have a trigger yet because it's not broken my 9 moving average. But our RSI is really starting to hint that it's trying to cross that signal line, and that is what some bots would trade. I know because I had one that did it. Would trade and you'd program it for the RSI as one of the parameters. However, you've also got that chance that maybe we're being bullish after all. We're just coming down to a wee 44.8. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Only coming down 4%. Can we make that work for us? With that tiny ass stop loss that we got. Oh man. Forgot to draw a line there. And it's a 100 moving average. I can see an argument for us just maybe coming down there. Don't even have to. Could just bounce off the 200. There's lots of good things that we could do too. So but we still are at resistance, so we should come down for something. Well, that would be that's a 3-to-1. That's not bad. This is not like the most big standout trade, but I might be entertaining that. Let's take a look on smaller time frames. Are you looking bearish over here too? How about you on the 6 minute? What are you looking like over here? You losing any good? I got some divergence over here. Definitely some divergence. This is where some people would be trying to forecast a possible Adam and Eve, and look, you got an Adam and Eve. No, you've got a possible Adam and Eve that might be forming, and it could be lots of damn things. I think a lot of your pattern traders out here on YouTube just want to see how many patterns that they can throw out there, and and if you can't see it, then that just makes them look smart. Oh, you don't see this right here, and I swear, I think that's what happens. Try to name drop as many patterns as possible, and you got a head and shoulders right here, and that should tell. What I mean, what's that? No, what's it supposed to tell me? What's that supposed to tell me? Look, shoulder, head and shoulder. What's that? Okay, but then you've also got these vibes right here that we could because you got a shoulder head. I mean, that's where all this stuff starts getting weird. I'm sorry, but for a new pattern trader, that's got to be confusing as hell. I know I've been at that spot in my career where I could not tell the difference between the head and shoulders pattern. I wouldn't know how to, because you could see them both ways because of people teaching like this. No. Just remember, one's a top pattern and one's a reversal pattern. And if they're not in the right spot, it's probably not going to work out the way you expect it to. So keep that in mind. How the hell did we get on this topic? I get on this topic a lot, though. Some people go, oh my God, he's doing it again. He's talking about flags and stuff again. Road Dawg, I gotta watch him until he starts bitching about flags. I can't stand it. I gotta go to another channel. That's what the voices inside my head are saying. All right, so I don't know, man. There's a possible short here, but I'm looking for. We should. I mean, I know we're getting close up there to where we can be looking for shorts, but there should still be something that's still doable. Or did I just miss out on everything? You're short in the river. How's that? Oh, you still going down? Go down. I'm up a whopping. What? You didn't come and take me out over here. Well, I guess that was where I should put my stop loss then, huh? Well, how about we move you down a little bit? You want to move down a little bit? Why won't you move down? You move sometimes. Sometimes you only move when you want to move. Is that how this works? I moved you before, man. I know I have. Ah, see? I'll put you right here. That's not too much to ask. Just right at the top of that candle. You can do that, right? You can add to me right there, right? And that way I won't FOMO in too much. I'm up a whopping 5%, 5 cents on that guy. Woohoo! We're up a whole $2 on our Bitcoin trade. Wow, that account's gonna. Oh, look at you! What are you doing? You're getting bullish on us now? What the hell, man, Arrow? All right, I haven't found my dream trade tonight. Anita Cho says if we're going to pump, I will watch for the top. If it dump, I will 2, 3x, and 5x and keep going. Well, you're really sold on that coin. That time we'll have to pick your brain one of these days and find out what it is about that coin that you like so much. Because I mean, that's your chosen one. I see that. I don't care how he does, but Road Dawg needs a what? Needs a what? A Spidey avatar for the show. Get on it, Sean. There you go. A Spidey avatar. Do we have one? Is that a possibility? Let me check. I don't. I probably won't try it out because, well, it gets so crazy. There's some stuff. Huh. Okay, I'll look at that. I'll keep that up there. I think some are right. We're going to 901, then pull back to the 72,000. Oh, not $72,000 area, and then go off to the top. I don't know. I need it to do something. I need to see my numbers go up. That's what I need to see. Maddie says, I'm not long on anything. Ride the mini pump, then short to 63. Oh, no, bidding. Ha! Lol. I like the booby pattern. I like anything booby too. They call me the panty pattern name drop. the panty pattern name dropper. That's funny. I need a cool jacket like Road Dawg. Actually, this is one of my least favorite ones. This came off of Amazon. I seen Jordan Peterson actually do a video with it. I only seen him wear it one time. He actually wears nicer jackets. It's nothing special, but I like the lips on it. I wanted something more Rolling Stone. I can't find. I was collecting stage jackets when I first started the show, and watch. I just can't find the stuff that I like. I come across it every once in a while. I need to make a trip back to Nashville. Justin Crypto says, Kita. Kita to you too, man. How's it going? Happy Hanukkah and happy Kwanzaa. Kita the coin. I'm playing. Don't be a dear. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just playing. Kita. Was it Mexi? So last time wasn't this the one that was this the one? You gave me two last time. One of them looked good. Looked interesting. Was it this one? I forgot what the other one was. It wasn't Caspa though. So still in this kind of accumulation zone. In my personal opinion. Just trying to get our accumulation on, man. Let's see where you're hanging out at. Will you count that as an M top? Did you, what did you do there? Okay, so yeah. Well, I know we're at a 786 area. I know we are. And that's great, and it's really trying to hold it, but I would watch out for this one down here. Because based on the way the fibs did over here and the pullback, I think you gotta... We could see that. There's one more target a little bit lower, but I don't see any reason to put it out here just yet. Let me check something else. But she's trying to round out, so hopefully, I mean, in the rounding process, it might actually dip down to 19.5 at some point. Doesn't mean today or on the 4-hour chart. I mean, this could be like the middle of next week or something. So. That's the one we got. Okay, yeah. In the worst case scenario, I'll be looking at 14.6, but hopefully we won't have anything to pop up in the market bad to trigger that idea. And I'm just basing it off those fibs. Retracement area is right there. Otherwise, I think it looks kind of decent. I don't know what this one does or anything, but it definitely can see the curve on the top side a little bit better than you can on the bottom side, how she's curving in. Look, it's a banana. Here's where it, actually that actually did kind of that's, we got a banana angle. I've never played it with a banana angle before. I don't, can you say that on YouTube? Sean, can you say banana angle on YouTube? Is that okay? That's why. I want to do one more thing here. Check you out. Ah, yeah, that's cool. I like that idea. Oh, ooh, I like that idea. All right, by this idea, and I probably should have looked at this sooner. We've already come down and tagged our 272 area, and then we've been holding this one 17113 fib. That's kind of cool. So there's a, okay, so if we look at that idea, we're in bottom territory. We could still wick down to here at 19, so I'd keep that in mind. It still says that, right? But you're basically in early signs that things might start getting interesting here. Let's go ahead and go from bottom. Let's go ahead and put our first targets out. So accumulation zone is below 28 cents, and your first notable sell target to finally get paid for being in this game. You don't have to be all of it or whatever, but you can take a nice chunk of it out. That 61% gains there at the 382 Fibonacci. So it's like definitely a swing or maybe a position trade is what this is calling for, in my personal opinion. And those are where you can make some good money, for real. Slowly accumulate and wait till we hit these points, man. It's 32% gains here. Even if you were to take no, I don't recommend leverage. You can try it, but you would want to go really low leverage when you're down here in these areas. I mean, 1 to 2x at the most, and you'd always lighten up your leverage as you come up here. Then you got more. Then you got a lot more stuff to play with, right? But down here, you want to keep it tight, low ass leverage. If you're trying to play that game. Besides, don't forget about these. So this one would take a minute to play out. Alright, not the one that I'm looking for me to kind of do a quick in and out, but I've still got my eyes open for one of those. Also looking attractive for buys, finally. Now need Jenny to make money. Shake it, girl! She can shake it, can't she? I can't look, I'll get lost. And it's when I look like I run out of things to say, it's because I'm looking at the mirrors on my shoes at Jenny there. Oh, you say that out loud. Hey, Jenny. All right. Well, banana. Never seen that one. Scar Jessica says, maybe I should grab these at the bottom and sit on these that don't move a lot. A lot of these were down 80%. What, like Kita? I don't know what's I don't know what's special about Kita. It's got a $100 million market cap. It has got, how many coins have you got? Total supply is 1 billion. I wasn't expecting that. I honestly was not expecting. That's doable for whatever the project is. That's a lot more doable for tokenomics. And circulating supply is 465 million. What are you, Kita? You're already on a lot of exchanges. Your all-time high was $1.69, and you're down 87%. And that's accumulation zone for altcoins. Typically, from the all-time high is typically around 90-95%. That if you want the really good discounts. Sometimes they go to zero though, so you got to keep that in mind. Or they never recover, so you got to keep that in mind. Its all-time low was 8 cents, and that was 9 months ago. Now that says something. That was April 7th. That was our first Liberation Day. You've not made it back to your Liberation Day bottom? A lot of them have made it back to their Liberation Day bottom, haven't they? Unless it's bypassing the October 10th dump, I would have thought that a lot of them made it past their October 7th lows that day. Unless they didn't count it. So what are you, Kita? I forgot. It's a scalable and efficient solution. Kita serves as a common ground for diverse payment networks, facilitating direct interactions across multiple multi-blockchain. Native tokenization and rules engines allow participants to create and manage digital or real-world assets with comprehensive control. All right, Kita, you do sound interesting. Where networks connect, Kita serves common ground for all payment networks and assets. Okay. Maybe that's one to put on the radar here, Kita. I kind of like the tokenomics use case. It's an accumulation. Add areas to consider. 21 cents, and its high was what was it again? What was your high again? $1.69. Well, shucks, right there when you first came out. That's suspect. I don't like that. That your high was when you first came out and you just dumped on everybody's ass. That's kind of how I read that. So that's 600% just to get back up there. Realistic target. I know if this is bottom, if we did that 272 was our bottom there. I mean, you're looking 49 cents, and maybe you're getting back to $1. 618 to $1. I would say that would be the mark to the highest point to look for if we do have any kind of spin up, like a altcoin season in 2026 or altcoins get spicy. I can't see it getting past $1. I may be wrong, but that looks like some strong psychological and, of course, harmonical resistance right there. Hell, you gotta be happy to see it get past 60, to be honest, than where it was not. Well, that's just October, though. All right, Kita, how long you been out? September, you're kind of new. Or at least on MXC, you're kind of new. Kita. Crypto Squid says, Pepe was on fire. I made some good moolah. I know Pepe has been on fire, hasn't it? Congratulations, my man. We looked at it earlier, but I was still wondering if she can squeeze it out to about 5.5 or 55. 540 is what I've got for its resistance. She's kind of slowed up a little bit, hasn't it? Look, it's a flag to the upside. Well, you can't see it because you're not on the 1 minute chart. We're above the 200 moving average. We're going to come down to the 21. Well, it loses the 21 because it's losing the 21 now. And all I see you do, all they do is just keep tweaking the flag, man. It was this, now it's this, and then it's this, and then we're this, and then suddenly we're into something weird, and before you know it, you got some kind of weird ass flag. I don't know, man. This is where most of the time you will hear, look, is a flag to the upside. With a measure move. and a target that will most likely may or may not go up to some other area. And the same, in one breath later, you will be hearing, but it's also got shoulder, head, and shoulder vibes. Now, I mean, what the hell is that supposed to tell? But it's also got shoulder, head, and shoulder vibes. What is the purpose for doing that? So if it comes down here, well, it said it had head and shoulders, so. But if it breaks out here and says, yeah, flag, it was a flag. I mean, this is, I don't see, well, one, I don't see how people learn from that. And two, it looks like it's more for entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying. Got one hump. Can we get a two hump and then a third hump? She need to be coming down to about the 505 region there. Maybe down to just the 5 region. So right here in this little area to get her nice little pump. If she's going to do any type of what I would consider a flag, it would be bouncing off that 200 moving average and that 382. Most notably that 382, the 200 moving average just happens to be there. So that would be my interpretation of this. And I would like this as a flag idea because it's not broken the major trend line. So. And look at you on the 1 minute. You just gave us a green dot. Oh my god, you're not my trade though, Peppy. I think you're up too high for me, Peppy. Ladies and gentlemen, how long have we been going? Got 16 people hanging out, and we've been... I'm just going to give it up that we have 2-hour streams. Just going to have to accept that fact. Back at you, Bitcoin. What are you doing over here? Again, we do have one kind of local idea that's pointing to the possibility of maybe coming up close to $91,000 over here, about $90,900, and an honorable mention here right at $90,000. We know this trend line that would help me feel more confident about that being reached. So far, we're breaking back into resistance areas before, trend lines and whatnot. We had this pattern here, which is bullish, which I would say that one was correct when we spiked down here, triggered that one. That was this little green one, and we're just now coming back up to test the C area of that. That would be some of our upper targets to take C and A out when you get one of these, and continue higher. So I see, to me, price is doing harmonically what it should be doing, and we're hopefully making some higher highs here. Until we get around 90,900-ish, and then that would suggest that we need to take a little bit deeper pullback, probably back to where we are now in these areas, back to 88 would be my first guess. And who knows, then we'll see what else that we got kind of playing out here. But it's starting to look kind of interesting there. Unfortunately, I've not found anything that 666 Peppy EFT. There we go. That's my lucky number. Born 666. You're born the 66th day of June? Huh. They all started moving a week ago. Pepe was on fire and made some good moolah. Oh, we already did that one. Sam, roll the dice pattern. That's one way to look at it, I guess. PMO says, we got a nice pump today. I just hope we get some sideways action and more pump instead of giving everything back like I know, man. I'm so sick of seeing these altcoins just give it and take. Let's take a quick look at some of the tried and true ones that have been winning lately. That most of your boomer traders are trading. Your more conservative traders feel more comfortable here, meaning a lot of them, when they have a lot more money, feel a little more comfortable trading things like Zcash, in my interpretation. What was this? Oh, the shoulder, head and shoulder. What was that? Oh no, 2-minute IRA. I gotta quit doing that. Where it was pointing out the crooked ones, I don't look for those. We did break the trend line, and that would have been the thing on me. And we went sideways, then up, and continuing basically sideways, then up a little bit, and then down. Sometimes when you lose those first trend lines, it takes them a while. Keep tracking them, and you can still see where they break a trend line, and then they come back up, and they retest that sucker again, right? Here we start gapping a little bit. Let's go ahead and move this little guy right over here, because I think we got a new trend line, or extension. Let's zoom out and see if we can be a little bit more accurate with this for Zcash. You are looking quite spicy here. This didn't ever come into play. I guess we were looking for it to get rejected and come down. I think that was the thinking at the time. You were wrong, Road Dawg. It just kept on going. I guess it did. She kept on going and expanding and broadening, and I guess you could say a measure move in there. Did we hit that area? Close enough. Pretty good. Well, now what are you going to do? Well, we could do this. It's a valid pattern. It's not my favorite, but you got the requirements. 2 touches on one side, 3 on the other. I like to just zoom out a little bit more, and it looks to me like we're a channel. We're riding right underneath it. And I'm going to take this as an angle play. So I could do this 2 different ways. I could put my trend line over here and go with that. I got some gaps here, but I can let that be my line in the sand, set some stop losses and whatever. But if I want to actually kind of understand what's going on with price action, I think this tells me a little bit more. I think we just found another little thing going on right here. Now if I come over here with trend lines, we can see a breakout and retest of the breakout area, so I take that as a good thing. And if I connect over here, we're at resistance, and we need to do a little something. You got some work to do here, Zcash, but you do have a golden cross happening here on this particular time frame, so that should be nice to push you up. I see some good things trying to happen over here, Zcash. Are you the trade I'm looking for? You're at resistance, man. Are you getting ready to... So I think you might be setting up for a lower high. Zoom out the 4 hour. I'm not sold on it. We follow our rules for doing our trend lines or order of operations. I'll be looking at this, and then from there looking at this, and that's what we got. So, oh, now we can squint our eyes sideways and make this work however we want to make it work, can't we? I just give you a little bit right there on the 4 hour. Looks like a nice little trend line. Maybe it is. Now I cross the 21, I'd feel better about it. 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 hump, and then a dump. What I'd be looking for. This is our 1, 2. Oh, Elliot, what you got? Really? He's got I was thinking coming back up a double top for the 5. He's not even entertaining that idea. He's like, nope, we're ready to shoot you to the moon. Well, this might be the trade you're looking for. Hell, if it goes to 918, it is. What are you smoking, Elliot? What are you on here? Elliot tripping his balls off, people. Elliot's serious about this. He ain't playing. He's serious. Elliot, what the hell? Go to the weekly. Yeah. When you start doing this crazy stuff on the daily. But you got falling volume, Elliot. You got rising price and falling volume here. And it moves so slow. Yeah, I do want another river trade, and I don't think you're it, man. You're at resistance. I like what you're saying. That's ballsy AF. Don't fade Zcash. I'm just saying, Elliot says it's the shizzle. Elliot says that Zcash is the shizzle. If you didn't know already. It's the shizzle. Elliot, well, thank you for that. Perhaps we can take a look at Dash. Another one of them privacy things there. Not quite as fun as Zcash, but you're slow, Dash. Man, you're turtle speed, Dash. You still got stuff to conquer over here, Dash. I see it going that way. And then we got this. You got that going on too. She's working on it. She's just slow. This one's slow, but man. What the hell, Elliot? Sean, did you jerk his chain? I didn't ask for his opinion on this. Oh, you think you got a 5-way too? Up to $47? Well, Elliot's just putting his 2 cents everywhere over here. He seems to know what the hell's going on everywhere, don't you, Mr. Know-It-All? Whatever. No hurt feelings. Sorry you weren't invited over for Christmas. That's all I'm saying, Elliot. Maybe next year. Alright, so Elliot seems to think we can get some traction out of this one too. She's just slow though. It's a slow one, man. This is a 4-hour chart. You got a breakout? You do, even on candle bodies you got a breakout. That's kind of interesting right there. Breakout and retesting that. You had a good place. You had a good place for an entry. It's just it's going to be shaky, and then I mean, it's all right. Well, there might be something for somebody who wants to take a slower one there. Elliot says we can gain 11%. I'm saying, why? Let's go for $50. Let's go 16%, Elliot. I'll up the ante for you. I'm disappointed I didn't find anything to get in on. I'm curious what Asia will do tonight. I think we're seeing it. It's not so much Asia as it's in the wee morning of the hours, about between 4, starting at 5 and 6 in the morning. That's the damn Brits. Yeah. That's them London bankers coming out. That's who I'm blaming. It's the Brits. They're the ones that keep doing all the dump before the U.S. Open at night. They've been the ones selling off and trying to scare us, man. Asia's actually held us out pretty good, I thought. That's my take. Going from memory. So they usually start 9:30 p.m. your time. So they're apparently selling. Are they? I mean, we're kind of hanging. Well, I mean, this is the 1 hour, so I mean, they pushed us up a little. They pushed us up to 89. But give it around, yeah. So what? Elliot's? Oh, well, I guess this is the Elliot Show. Welcome to the Elliot Show, where the Elliot indicator wants to take over every down chart and predict every next move. Now, you didn't give me a chance to talk about anything, Elliot. You just got this is your next target right here. All right, whatever. All right, so if Elliot gets his way, coming down here, but what time frame would that be? About 7 in the morning? There's that argument for down here. The little bastard's just going a big selling spree. Oh no, I don't see anything on the smaller time frames. 24 minute. Still hitting that some duck lips trying to happen there. Elliot getting all flip-floppy over here saying, but we got an ABC correction, so we could go back up to $88,900. Elliot, it's time for you to you can see Elliot. I had to kick Elliot out. I'm sorry. We put Elliot in timeout. I hope you guys don't mind. It's making me go over my 2-hour time limit here. I've got 1 minute to get to the end screen before we turn into a pumpkin. 6 minute disc giving us everything bought here on Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry I didn't find anything to just jump in on a live trade there. It's stuff for my little short, which didn't we get stopped out on that? No. Oh, it's on now. Okay, yeah. Well, we had that going into it, added to it during the trade. We're shorting River, which made us a lot of money, but it's about time to give that short up. So actually, I need to move my stop loss down. I at least got $1 out of it. That'll make up some that it took from me. Oh man. Actually, I think I might just close the little... Do you want to close it? What are these moving averages doing? I want to take a look at River over here one more time. Are you trying to roll over, River? I need to know that right now. It's kind of important for short-term success. See if it crosses there. 6 minute. Ooh, 21 crossing over the 200. Okay, these still look good though. What you doing over here on the 1 minute? Ooh, sexy. That's for down. Yeah, you're putting some sell pressure on there. Can ya? What's 1270 look like? What's my entry? My average entry here on this short. I'm afraid I put my stop loss too close and getting me stopped out. But I do need a stop loss because I don't have one. I want to put it right here at 1268. That takes me out for $1, and I'm really not cool with that. That's a little bit over me much. I want to put it right there and hope we don't get a sudden pump up there and take me out. I would like to go over here. What is that? You're not telling me. At 1258. I'll take that one. Alright, well, we at least got something. We're trying to build this account. So slow building a tiny account, but hey. It will definitely expose your weaknesses. It'll make you take a second look at yourself. It will do that. Alright, people, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll find some better luck finding some altcoin trades out here. I'll see if I can get a list. You guys bring a list. We'll just bring them and mush them all up and see if we can make something happen. Have a good day. Enjoy Bitcoin while she's trying to do something here off of an area of support. We need to keep making a higher low. We need some more higher highs, baby. Can we push toward 90,000? That's what I'm hoping for. Let's try to do it, baby. See you guys tomorrow.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
They're jacked on the market's churn, chasing them coins where the tickers burn. Crypto fiends, veins hot with greed, hoidling dreams in a blockchain need. While it's stacked with coins, no sleep. FOMO's got them diving deep. The wide on trades in a digital dive. Market swings keep the buzz alive. Yeah. Snorting Satoshis, hooked on the rush. Pump and dump, chasing that crypto crush. From the Discord down to the moon they saw. Crypto junkies screaming more on call. Snorting Satoshis, no stopping this high. Riding that wave till they crash and fall. All in no brakes, they're losing their minds. Addicted to the blockchain grind. They're preaching about freedom in the pixel storm, but the banks tapped out, their dreams deformed. Rig in the basement, mining for bucks. Power bills got them down on the luck. By the dip they yell, eyes wild with hype. While the girls like, babe, you're losing the fight. Checking the apps like a dealer's hit. Every red candle's a gut punch split. Ooh, yeah. Hooked on the rush. Pump and dump, chasing that crypto crush. From the Discord down to the moon they saw. Crypto junkies screaming more on call. Snorting Satoshis, no stopping this high. Riding that wave till they crash and fall. All in no brakes, they're losing their minds. Addicted to the blockchain grind. Swapping dope for a coin that's cursed. Keys not a heads,
I think it's hopeful.
just hold a pain portfolio screaming you'll go.
Thank you guys.
Talking DeFi, NFTs and
Happy New Year to you guys, man. We got one day down, 364 more to go. Thank you guys for hanging out. See you on the next one.